You want to approach these new perceptions with curiosity rather than urgency. Multidimensional awareness is not meant to overwhelm you. It is meant to remind you of the vastness of your being. When you remain grounded and connected to your source, these perceptions flow gently, offering insights without destabilizing your human experience. You may sense the presence of guides, subtle energies, or higher aspects of yourself. You may receive impulses that feel inspired, spontaneous, or divinely guided. These are all signs that your consciousness is expanding into new territory. This unfolding month supports the activation of these senses by providing the energetic conditions needed for them to anchor. As your nervous system stabilizes and your mental grid loosens, your perception widens. You begin to see connections where you once saw coincidences. You notice patterns where you once noticed chaos. You sense meaning where you once sensed randomness. This is the awakening of your multidimensional awareness, and it becomes a natural extension of your inner union. You want to trust the subtle impressions that arise. They are not distractions, they are communications. Your higher consciousness speaks in energetics rather than in language, and these impressions are the first signs that you are learning that language. As you move through this cycle, you will discover that your expanded senses do not replace your physical senses, they enhance them. They add depth to your experience, richness to your awareness, and clarity to your decisions. The more you surrender to inner silence, the more stable these perceptions become. And as the veils continue to thin, you step into a reality where unity is not just a concept, but an experience you embody. As your inner space continues to open, you will begin to feel the unmistakable shift from seeking guidance with your mind to receiving guidance through your awareness. You want to allow this transition to unfold naturally, because the more you relax your mental effort, the clearer your inner knowing becomes. Guidance rises effortlessly when you are receptive, not when you are analytical. Your higher self speaks through feelings, impulses, and subtle recognition rather than through logic or structured thought. You may notice soft nudges that feel like gentle invitations, or sudden clarity that arrives without explanation. These moments are not coincidences. They are the language of your higher consciousness becoming more audible to your human aspect. You want to trust these internal signals because they originate from a deeper intelligence than the mind can access on its own. The current energetic conditions strengthen the bond between your human awareness and your soul stream, making it easier for you to interpret the subtle impressions that arise from within. You may find that guidance now arrives in ways that feel immediate, intuitive, and intimate. Answers may come as a sensation in your body, a quiet certainty in your heart, or an inspired action that feels obvious once it appears. This guidance does not come from outside of you. It comes from the unified field within you, the place where your human identity intersects with your infinite nature. The more you align with this inner intelligence, the more naturally guidance flows. You may even discover that your need to ask for answers diminishes because the answers begin to appear before the questions fully form. This is what it means for guidance to become effortless, a natural expression of your unity with Source. You are moving into a phase where you recognize that your higher self is not separate from you, nor is it an external guide you must call upon. It is the deeper layer of your being that has always held the blueprint for your evolution. When you quiet the mind, you tune into this blueprint, and guidance arises from the resonance between your human experience and your soul's intention. This resonance becomes easier to feel as the inner barriers dissolve. You want to practice listening with your whole being rather than only with your mind. Feel into the impulses that arise, noticing the warmth, openness, or clarity that accompanies them. trust that your higher self is guiding you toward the path of least resistance, the path of deepest alignment, and the path that supports your growth. As this bond strengthens, you may find yourself making decisions with greater ease. You may feel inspired to move in directions that previously felt uncertain, or you may feel gently redirected away from choices that once seemed appealing. You want to honor these shifts because they represent the synchronization between your human awareness and your soul stream. This larger part of you has always known the way forward, and now you are learning how to allow it to lead. Guidance becomes not something you seek, but something you live. You wake with a sense of direction. You move through your day with a sense of inner support. You feel accompanied, held, and aligned. This effortless guidance is the natural outcome of unity consciousness rising within you. And as you continue on this path, you will discover that the more you listen inwardly, the more gracefully your life unfolds.